Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto Channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas Eve wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now, my videos this weekend are pre-recorded. I wanted to put something together for you for Christmas Day. In case the market takes a turn, I want to keep you optimistic and positive in what you hold. So with that said, let's take a look at today's video. The SEC has clearly forgotten that the government works for the people, not the other way around. Revealing these emails is a big win for the XRP community as it shows the corrupt nature of the SEC. It might even be large enough to shift the case entirely in favor of Ripple. And we see here the SEC begs the court not to disclose Hinman documents, threatens appeal. So they definitely don't want us seeing any of those documents, period. But could you imagine if we didn't have the internet or social media and this case was going on and we're holding XRP and we're being left in the dark, not seeing all the corruption behind the SEC that's really going on? That would be terrible. That's what's great about social media and the internet. Now we see how corrupt our government really is. And FTX really brought it to the limelight, showed the whole world all the corruption in our government. Ripple seeks to protect its confidential business information in ongoing lawsuit against the SEC. So some of the SEC's exhibits, according to Ripple, include Ripple's audited financial statements, confidential settlement agreements, and bank account statements. Ripple stated that the limited redaction it seeks will not have any impact on the court's resolution of the summary judgment motion, adding that none of the redaction is relevant to the parties' legal dispute. So Ripple just wants to keep their financials out of the case. The SEC, on the other hand, wants to keep documents that are tied to corruption out of the case. Two very different things. XRP lawsuit sees new twist as Ripple and the SEC push for extension of joint motion to January 13th. So the case between Ripple Labs and the SEC continues to wrap up. In a new joint motion, both parties filed for an extension to file the Dauber motions until January 13th of 2023. The extension will also affect the filing accompanying redacted exhibits on the public docket. According to attorney James Fillon, an XRP community member first shared the filing, he notes that the court had already granted the motion. He also adds that the filing comes on the back of the court's December 19th sealing rule. So it looks like this case may very well go the distance. I was really hoping we had this case wrapped up by Christmas of this year. That's all I really wanted for Christmas. No, the SEC go after good companies like Ripple, no fraud, and pointless individuals like Kim Kardashian for show. Meanwhile, they collaborate with criminals like Sam Bankman-Fried, who defrauds billions. Now, Kim Kardashian, I feel, was a victim of the SEC. They were looking for a quick, easy win with a big name attached to it. And then you look at the LBRY case. Again, they're still in the garage phase. But they're looking for little wins, and Gary's trying to push all the attention away from the SEC because of what happened with Sam Bankman-Fried. But I feel that Gary could have really struck gold if he would have taken down Sam Bankman-Fried by himself instead of listening to the backdoor deals and listening to politicians. Give this kid a free pass. He's with us. Gary could have done something great for the SEC. He could have gave people hope that the SEC is doing good for the retail investor. Instead, he chose to do the opposite. A big factor will likely be how long the SEC thinks it will be before new laws are passed to regulate cryptocurrencies. If a legal precedent will control the industry for decades, that's different from one that's interpretation of a law that will be irrelevant in a year or two. I feel once Ripple wins this lawsuit, any new crypto will be put to the Ripple test in the future. The Howey test will no longer be relevant as far as cryptocurrency. The U.S. is falling behind in regulating crypto. The EU is ahead with MiCA regulation coming into effect next year. Now, I feel over in the EU, everything is getting very fast-tracked right now. I feel there are at least a few steps ahead of the U.S. as far as crypto regulation, innovation, period. And we see the UK pushing forward so fast as well. They're going to probably roll out the first CBDC. We'll see that long before it ever happens here in the US. Your agency sued Ripple right before Christmas 2 years ago, ruining thousands of people's holidays. So hopefully Santa has coal for your Xmas stocking. Now, I hope Gary does get coal from Santa, but I was holding XRP for almost 2 years before the SEC lawsuit began. And I remember that year. That was a year I said, all I want this Christmas is XRP to absolutely go to the moon. Instead, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple and XRP absolutely tanked out. I watched people leave crypto and never come back. I've seen so many people say XRP is the biggest scam. I've seen all the FUD that could possibly be thrown at XRP, and I still continue to hold it to today. You know why? Because I look at this past year, I look at all the building and growth going on for Ripple, non-stop growth and expansion. I know at some point this market's going to do a 180 and we're going to see the true price of XRP, and it is going to be massive. I feel euphoria is going to set in very soon. EU reports Italy and Albania lost 15 million in crypto scam. Now we're starting to see crypto scams over there as well. But what this does is it even fast tracks regulations much quicker, getting them to that CBDC much quicker as well. DPM Fidelis states Malaysia's concern over new EU green law targeting commodities. Now they're using this green law targeting a lot of things. And you can bet when crypto regulations come out, you're going to see a lot of talk about climate change. You're also going to see carbon credits tied to crypto as well. Carbon credits is going to be a massive industry that's going to grow year over year. I see people saying, I'm never going to buy carbon credits. You're not going to have a choice but to buy them. Here's how they're going to get you with it. Think about it like the gas tax on a gallon of gas right now. They're just going to add in carbon credits. You're going to have to buy them when you buy a gallon of gas. It's going to be priced in. It's going to be priced in on a lot of things. Wait and see. Crypto self-custody is the antidote to FTX fraud. Keep Your Coins Act will protect self-hosted wallets. And this is coming from Congressman Warren Davidson. He has touted the self-custody of cryptocurrencies as the antidote to crypto exchange FTX. So he says here, current and previous Treasury secretaries have discussed banning what they call self-hosted wallets, self-custody. Senator Elizabeth Warren and numerous other members of Congress have proposed bans. We need to positively protect it to defend freedom, like the Bill of Rights. This is something that definitely has to get passed. And you see what I mean? Some politicians are bad for crypto. Other politicians are good for crypto. Vote for the ones that are pro-crypto. Will the U.S. government ban crypto regulation in 2022? And we see here, now I'm only going to point out a few things in this. So they're talking about legalized gambling. A National Council on Problem Gambling report shows that 2 million U.S. citizens suffer from a severe gambling addiction. Another 4 to 6 million have mild or moderate problems. Lotteries. U.S. citizens spend almost $29 billion on lotteries in 2019. Now, why are they tying this into crypto? So day trading, a study of Forex traders by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission found that 70% lose money every quarter and typically lose 100% of their money within 12 months. So they're trying to push it like crypto is gambling. And they want to put laws out on crypto because of it. A total crypto ban is unlikely to happen, though. One reason is the doubtful is because of the vast amount of institutional investment that has flooded into the crypto sector over the last few years. Plus, a U.S. ban on crypto would cause technical innovation to flee the friendlier jurisdictions. Such a ruling would be costly to the U.S., as the brightest minds who want to work on this technology would relocate to other countries. Also, a U.S. ban on crypto would ultimately do harm to investors than good, as it would eliminate a way to further diversify investors' portfolios. Because of its volatility, most investors should avoid holding a large portion of their investment portfolio in cryptocurrencies. But an age-appropriate percentage of crypto in portfolio is not responsible. You see how they're saying it's too volatile? They want to keep me and you safe from crypto. But the volatility is the reason why we got into crypto. And when they talk about gambling, most crypto investors are gamblers. They'll go and invest in meme coins that they're expecting to pump within the next few days. And what happens? They end up losing all their money most of the time. Rug pulls happen. But if you invest in the right cryptocurrencies, I don't feel like you're gambling. If you invest in utility, if you invest in XRP, which is going to be utilized inside of that new financial system very soon, I don't see that as gambling. I see it as a sure thing. But they always try to make it sound like crypto's bad for everyone, when it's really not. The state of U.S. crypto regulation makes me feel disgusting for being an American. Ignorant politicians, corrupt regulators, terrified entrepreneurs. Now, that's the thing. Crypto brought out all the corruption in the U.S. right now. It's not about Sam Bankman-Fried. Everybody should be looking at the U.S. government and all the people that took money from Sam Bankman-Fried. 6 major areas of crypto to examine: consumer protection, financial stability, illicit activity, U.S. competitiveness, financial inclusion, responsible innovation. Now, I feel that there should be some sort of customer protection. Keep people safe when they're investing in crypto. Sure, but don't go too far with it. Don't make it where people don't even want to get into crypto, because that doesn't help anything anyway. You got to look at the technology behind crypto right now. Look at what Ripple's about to do throughout the world. They're about to fix a 49-year-old system that is outdated and in need of a major upgrade. It's called Swift. XRP fixes it. US is dead as part of the innovation in the world. I believe crypto community is going to start looking for much better countries to invest and innovate. Community includes Americans investing in other places. And that's the thing. Anybody that's outside of crypto right now, they don't even want to come into crypto. They feel crypto is dead because they see the news narratives all around FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. But some of us are smart enough to see where this is all going. Us as XRP holders had that vision a long time ago to see where XRP is going in the future. And that's what keeps us holding it. We can see what's coming. The rest of the world is blind to it, in my opinion. All we have to do now is watch. The finish line is right there, in my opinion. I think it's all going to start next year. We've held this long. Why not hold a little bit longer? With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.